Hello, I'm Ron Woody, Roane County Executive, and we are doing a part of the Roane Treasure event, and it will be by YouTube this year. Every year since 2007, we get our group of people in Roane County who have been great leaders, and we honor them. And generally, we do it in this room, and they all set up here. And I hate to say it, by the age of some of them, they have a hard time hearing. And even at my age, I have a hard time hearing. But it's always enjoyable to see them interact with each other. We'll be having a presentation here, and the next thing you know, they have all the side conversations going on up here. Some of them have been friends that they haven't seen each other for a long time. And they're just reminiscing about some of the old days. So I have a formal something I'd like to write here, but again, we're doing this by YouTube this year, and we're bringing them in one at a time. So one thing we've learned from COVID that's going to be, we think, very beneficial for us is we've never recorded it before. So now we said, wait a minute, why don't we record it? We then have something that you can go to as family members, or if you have extended families somewhere in the country that would like to see this presentation, they can go on the YouTube channel. And we set it up to be what there, Amber? Amber puts most all this stuff together. I'm just
Roane County Treasures on YouTube,
and we already have two already loaded up on it. So this one will be loaded
probably
tomorrow, the next day.
Yeah.
So we pause out of our busy life to remember some of Roane County's history. As we honor this year, probably there's just going to be 7 individuals who have helped make Roane County what it is today. Roane County Treasurer program was started in 2007 to honor individuals who made significant contributions to Roane County through dedicated service, either public, private, and or charitable organizations. Roane County was formed on November the 6th, 1801. Therefore, it is fitting for us to try to have our program as near to the first week in November as we can. And like I said before, generally we have all of our treasures here together with a celebration, a time to allow us to tell stories and allow them to tell stories about each other sometimes. This year, because of the COVID virus, we have individuals coming here. We've also had them come to the old courthouse, and we have a few more to do. So this will be our third one. The first 2 are already set up on a Roane Treasures YouTube channel. So if you are hearing this, you can go to that channel and see the 2 we've already have uploaded, and this one will probably upload probably tomorrow, the next day. So something good has kind of come out of this COVID, and that is, instead of having normal presentations that we have not recorded in history, now we are recording them. This program has had several names throughout the year. It kind of started, I think, as Living Treasures, Roane County's Founders Day, and now we just call it the Roane Treasures. The program was loosely established based on accomplishments, age of individuals, and they being selected by county commissioners from their respective district. So the age criteria generally, and we're not going to share anybody's age, but it's generally 70 plus, with a golden treasure being 90 plus. And these guidelines have been followed with some minor exceptions from year to year. And we have honored anywhere from 6 to 9 individuals each year. There are probably more treasures in our neighborhoods than we know. They are our neighbors and our friends, people who have meant a lot to Roane County and have served in many capacities to be public servants. So at any time during the year, if you're listening to this on YouTube, we have family present here. If you think of someone in your neighborhood who could be a Roane treasure, give Amber a call in my office. And we'll write the name down, and each year, 2 or 3 months before the program, we start going through the names. So here's some of the characteristics of this year's treasures. We've had a number of people in the U.S. military, 2 Army, one that served in Korea, one in World War II, Navy, a veteran of 20 years, World War II Navy, someone for the U.S. Army, or U.S. Air Force, and even a Marine. Someone who's had a Bronze Star and a Army Good Conduct Medal. What you find out as we put histories together of Larry, I'm sure you also, is that Brabham. So I'll say it wrong the whole time, but it was good to see that the family was pronouncing it wrong also. It's hard to get information out of individuals. They've accomplished a whole lot more than what we have written down. We've had volunteers, and Larry's one of them here, that served in many nonprofit organizations, Hands of Mercy, Habitat for Humanity. They've served on utility boards, banks. They've helped build churches and rebuild homes and rebuild some churches due to hurricanes. I think we've had 2 that's done that. Larry, you've been one of them, but I think we also had one that we've already shared that with maybe. We have coaches and teachers, a math teacher this year, a football coach. They're from many different denominations, Baptist, Presbyterian. We've had people, even this year, Masonic Lodge, Sunday school teachers, many different jobs and backgrounds, from working at K-25 most of their lives. We have a lawyer, and like I said, a school teacher, a county attorney, a judge, and some unique activities. And Larry, if you'd read everybody's, we would probably found a unique activity that you did that you may want to share with us. But we had one person this year, we haven't honored them yet, that worked on President Nixon's helicopter. And we say somebody set up bowling pins to earn extra money, because that was before you had the automatic bowling pins. So various things, and it's always interesting to go through them all. It was just kind of ironic this year we couldn't get them all together at once, so there's a whole lot more characteristics of some of our leaders that we have not listed here. Larry, again, last name? Brabham.
Yeah.
Okay, Larry Brabham. That's who. I'm not going to say that again. Okay, it's just going to be Larry from here on out.
Yeah, that's
okay?
good.
You know, and Larry, I think I've known you before. I've seen you.
Well, yeah.
And I knew it as Larry. That was it.
Well, of course, I know Randall and Bryce real well.
Okay.
Bryce and I used to work together.
I was going to say, when I read your county bio here or whatever, I said, I wonder if you knew my brother Bryce.
Oh, yeah. We worked together.
Okay. And there's another one of us too. So you don't know the baby of the family. That's Preston.
No, I don't know him.
Okay. So Larry was born in October the 1st, 1938 in Gallipolis.
Gallipolis.
Gallipolis. I'm going to quit saying all this. I'm going to have somebody else read this.
That is a tough one.
Ohio to Emmett and Nola. Larry has been married to his beautiful wife Louise for 58 years. And Louise, did you say you had been pronouncing the last name wrong also? Oh well. He has two daughters and 3 grandchildren. So 2 of the daughters are here. We're glad to have you here. And how many of the grandkids are here?
2.
2 of them?
The other one's right there.
The other one is okay. Zooming in on us here, I guess. So you graduated from
Gallipolis.
the academy.
Gallia Academy.
Huh?
Gallia Academy.
Gallia Academy in 1957, and served 2 years in the United States Marine Corps in Cherry Point, North Carolina. So first of all, thank you for your service to our country.
You're welcome.
Larry returned to civilian life and began working as a railroad brakesman at the copper mine in Arizona from 61 to 64. And from 64 to 90, he worked at a steel fabrication shop as a welder, maintenance mechanic. And he's also a boilermaker, welder at various construction sites. And that's how you met my brother Bryce. Yeah. From 1990 to 2010, he operated a small home improvement a repair business, and was also served as the building and codes, I guess, inspector for the city of Kingston.
Yeah.
That was a trying job, it's
Very
like
trying,
most of them, right?
Yeah.
So we're glad we have codes in Roane County. We're glad that you have served us to make sure we have safe places to live and businesses to go into. He has made great contributions to many people in need of volunteering by his volunteer work at the Hands of Mercy for over 16 years. From 87 to 2015, Larry and many of his church members made trips to Georgia, Maryland, West Virginia, Michigan, Ohio, Illinois, and Missouri to build churches for other congregations. After Hurricane Katrina, Larry and his church friends made several trips to Mississippi and Louisiana to build houses and do repairs to other structures. Up until this past few years, Larry built most of the Habitat for Humanity homes, or helped build them, that have been built in the Kingston and Harriman area. We thank you. How many houses did you build or help work on?
15 or 20 probably.
Yeah. He has volunteered his experience with building projects for the disabled and widows within Roane County. For many years, he delivered to shut-ins through the Martha Mills program at his church. During the pandemic, Larry began sending cards to elderlies who are unable to get out. He is a member of the First Baptist Church in Kingston, where he serves as a deacon. He enjoys his time helping others. He has coached Little League girls softball, taught high school, Sunday school, and enjoys growing a garden to take produce to widows. He enjoys making pies, apple butter, jams, jellies, and woodworking. We always ask our treasurers, what would you like to pass on to Roane Countyans? And his comment is, those of us who have been blessed with good health and prosperity are duty bound to assist those in need. And it's got listed here, Matthew 25:31. Whatever you've done to the least of these, you have done for me. Larry, tell us something about yourself that we didn't read here.
Oh gosh, you read it all.
Well, I read all this, but I know we know you've done other things in our community.
Well, you know, when I've done all these things, and I'm not sure it's all that much, but when I've done them and been involved in them, I didn't give it a lot of thought. I mean, I just felt like I should do it. You know, whether it's working on Habitat houses or taking produce to ladies who are, you know, widows and can't get out, can't grow their own garden. I didn't consider it to be anything great. It's just something I felt like needed to be done, so I'd do it, you know.
Well, that's really a characteristic of a servant leader, is doing what needs to be done.
Round Rome.
Pardon?
You do round Rome.
Yes, I failed to mention also, they have a program through the Mideast Community Action Agency called Round About Rome, where you give elderly people a ride to appointments, you know, grocery store, doctor appointments, so forth. Well, when Louise, my wife, told one of my sisters, she said, what Larry is doing, she said she laughed. The reason she laughed, because I'm older than most of the people I give rides to. That was now.
Well, we appreciate you serving in our community and all you've done. I will share this. It's on. It was interesting last week when we had one of our World War II veterans came in, and he came in and I said, "Is somebody parking your car?" And he goes, "No." He said, "I drove myself." And he was here by himself. His family couldn't make it, and he was 100. So he was still driving, and it was good to see him. But it is good to see you serving the younger generation, I guess.
The younger elderly.
So is anything the family like to say about him that he hasn't shared? He's
Well,
kind of modest.
let me share something.
Yeah, go right ahead,
And I
please.
meant to do that anyway. A lot of these things I've done, especially the trips we made all over the country building churches, then the trips to South Mississippi and Louisiana to rebuild, and I had more fun on those trips than any vacation I have ever been on. Because, you know, you get with a bunch of guys and women. Louise went, and the girls went. Claire and Scott are going on several of them. Because there's always something funny happens, because a lot of these people aren't experienced in that kind of work, so you'll have a lot of mistakes made. But I've had more fun on those trips than any vacation I've ever been on. So it's enjoyable.
Yes.
You know, you don't think about what you're getting done. You're just thinking, well, I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And we do.
Good. Anybody else want to share anything? Louise, you want to tell a good story on?
Come on, you don't do it.
Well,
You don't have to be true either. I mean,
well, I just, I'm proud of all the things that he does, and he always said that when he retired that was what he wanted to do. But, I always thought when he retired, he'd work for me. But, I have to kind of take my place in line to get things done. But, and sometimes I have to start him before he'll join in. So, but he does enjoy what he does, and it keeps him busy.
well, we want to thank you also, because what you did back at home allowed him to do some of his public service work too. So we really thank you. Well, Larry, what we have is we have a plaque for you, and we have a little certificate. Downstairs on the first floor, we have a row of plaques similar to these back in the back that have the names of all of our previous treasurers. We have one right up front, thank you. And your name will be prominently displayed there also. And as we end this, I just want to say thank you for your military service to our country, and thank you for being a public servant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I certainly do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dad.
Yes.
Oh, that was Patrick. Patrick was clapping.
Oh. Are you still doing around Rome?
Oh, yeah, I'm still
Oh,
in.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.